Hi students! This lesson is about reading with expression and decoding vowel sounds. We'll be using Fluency Passage 2.11, Silence, the Key to Winning Marco Polo. We'll also be focusing on specifically the vowel sounds u, and u. First off, let's talk about what expression is. So when good readers read out loud, they read with expression to make their voices show what the characters say, think, and feel. This means to read with appropriate feelings so that listeners can feel the mood of the story and the emotions of the characters. The events, descriptions, and dialogue in a story can help readers know which expression is appropriate. So, to find that, sometimes you have to use clue words that are in the story that help you determine how you should be using your expression, if you should be speaking loudly or softly or excitedly or sadly. Here's an example from a text we're about to read. It says, "He shouts out the word, 'Marco!' and the other players respond, 'Polo!' so the person who it is can try to locate them," he explained. In this example, I saw the word shouts, and so I knew when I got to reading the word Marco, I needed to say it a little louder to show that I'm shouting. That is showing expression for how I'm reading. It helps the people who are listening along feel like they're more in the story. So let's look at this passage. Silence, the key to winning at Marco Polo. I'm going to read along and I'm going to use expression to show the character's thoughts and feelings. Mahir and his friends were swimming at the pool when he suggested that they play Marco Polo. Everyone agreed that it sounded like fun, and Mahir went over the rules. The object of the game is to avoid being tagged by being very quiet. If the person who is it closes his eyes and then has to try to find and tag the other players. He shouts out the word, "Marco!" and the other players respond, "Polo!" so the person who is it can try to locate them, he explained. Sean agreed to be it for the first game. He shouted, "Marco!" and the players responded, "Polo!" Sean had to trust that no one had gotten out of the water as he stood in the middle of the pool, and his strategy was to cut off their angle to the deep end. The first time he shouted, he didn't tag anyone. The second time, he thought he felt someone's swim trunk, but did not argue when the player refused to come out of the water. Some of the kids swam so silently that they swam near Sean without him even knowing it. When he struck his foot against the wall, Sean had to turn around. As he did, he thought he felt someone brush past him. He felt around, trying to tag someone. Mahir explained that Sean had tagged the water coming from the hole where the filter pumped it out. The boys laughed and decided it should be someone else's turn to be it. How was my expression as I read through this? Did you notice the places where I read a little bit louder or a little bit softer? Skip the video back and practice reading the passage along with me. When you're ready, continue to the next. Let's look at a couple of the vowel sounds that we heard while we were reading the story Silence. The vowel sounds we're going to focus on is for the letter U. The letter U stands for the short sound The double O sound can be spelled in multiple ways, including OO, UI, EW, OU, UE, and U consonant E. The U sound can be spelled in multiple ways, including EW, IEW, UE, and U consonant E. Here are a couple of examples. Like the word chuckle, the U says chuckle. The word youth, the OU says ooh, youth. In the word glue, The UE says ooh, glue. In the word undershirt, the U says undershirt. In the word jewel, the EW says ew, so jewel. Going back to our story, Silence, the key to winning at Marco Polo, we saw a couple of vowel sound pairs for the sound oo, like the word pool, like the word suggested, or even simple words like the word fun and the word rules. In the second half, we saw a couple more oo sound words or words like trunk or argue, refused, and pumped. Now it's your turn to practice. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and take your turn reading Silence, the key to winning at Marco Polo. When you're ready, record it for your teacher. Have fun reading!